technical stuff is not my strong suit. I need to put the lights on too. So what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Good to see everybody. Good Lord, the internet's not great. Oh my goodness. Happy Sunday. The internet is not great. I wonder if we're gonna have to do all of this on Instagram. Can you guys see me okay on the webs? We've been having really bad internet issues recently. So let me know. Thank you so much for the badge. Magic Fresh. Thank you. I appreciate that big time. Let us know in the comments on YouTube if you guys are seeing me okay. What is going on? It's just weird. This is weird. All right, let's see. What's up, David? Good to see you. What's up, everybody? You go okay. What's up, Dr. Taku? What's up, everybody on Instagram and YouTube? We're also on YouTube Live. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much for joining on a Sunday. What's up, them, Akane? Appreciate you for the badge. We're taking me out for tea. Good to see you, Sabira. What's up, Eddie Noon? What's up, David? On YouTube. Put all the lights on because I am a little bit behind here. That gives a little bit more. I've got like all these lights on. It's hot as bejesus out here in Los Angeles. But it's good to see everybody on the Instagrams. Wait, did I not even hit the pin comment on there? Good Lord. What's up, Craft Beer? Let me go back and hit pin. There we go. Good Lord. There, pin. All right. Live on a Sunday. Yeah, live on a Sunday. What's up, Allison? What's up, Chris? What's up, everybody? We're also on Instagram. We're also on YouTube. Tonight, you guys are going to get a chance to win this Outcast Metal. The Outcast Metal. That's what you can win tonight. All right. This guy's my hero. Love the world. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so very much. I really do. Tonight, guys, as you know, and we'll be talking about it throughout. I really appreciate that. Tonight, I've got a really kind of a fun, like quick, fun evening planned. As you guys might have seen in the Backer Kit update, and a lot of you guys are in the chat. You've already backed the Kickstarter. Thank you so much, Craft Beer. I appreciate the badge. Thank you so much. Take me out for a cup of tea in the new Tahani Dura mug. Thank you so much. I'm going to be looking up and down from YouTube to, I wonder if I can lower this shit a little bit. And then that way the Instagrams are a little closer to the, oh shit, so I nearly dropped my phone. Look at that. Okay, that's a bit better. All right, so I'm just like glancing. So yeah, guys, huge thank you. We're down like 1 week on the Kickstarter and just massive thank you to everyone that's backed the Kickstarter and continues to kind of share the link and spread the word and all those wonderful things. So what I decided to do was, and this is something for you guys, I'm going to reach out to you guys and ask your guys' help. So tonight, the OnlyFans, that's what I'm going to get on. Tonight, what I'm going to ask you guys to do is spread the word for the Kickstarter, because I've decided that anyone that spends the low pledge or the low physical pledge of $19 is the first kind of like paper edition rewards. By the end of the Kickstarter, what we're going to do is I'm going to have a group Zoom. A group Zoom is going to be free. A group Zoom is going to be free for anyone that essentially backs the Kickstarter. I was thinking like, oh, if people hit $100, and no, fuck that. My goal tonight is anyone that backs the Kickstarter, essentially for the low tier rewards. My goal is, Guess and Cess, look at those two brothers. My goal is to pay this forward. So for folks that kind of want to essentially learn the creative process of how I do this, get writers tips, hopefully find some inspiration and those types of things. Tonight's the night for you guys. If you haven't backed the Kickstarter, back the Kickstarter for $19 or more. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com, right? That's the goal. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com, back the Kickstarter. I should probably put this up in the chat. Of course, a lot of you guys have done all this already, but let's see. I'm just going to add that banner create a banner. I'm just going to do that, create banner, and it's going to just go niobekickstarter.com. And I'm going to share with you guys some new stuff and some stories. What's up, Misty? What's up, darling? All right, show. There we go. All right, it's really big on the screen, but whatever. All right, so if you back the Kickstarter tonight, if you haven't backed it already, and you tell people to back the Kickstarter, everybody is that backs it is going to get a chance to get on this group Zoom with me and start. I'm going to like literally walk you through a PDF. What's up, Hot Mustard Gas? Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm going to walk you through a PDF. It's the lecture essentially that I do. What's up, Goth Bay? It's the lecture that I do at universities and comic conventions and panels around the world. This is the lecture that I do, and sometimes they pay me a decent amount of money to go out and do this lecture, but my goal is to kind of pay it forward, give this for free for anyone that backs the Kickstarter. It's called How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation. It's called How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation, and literally I'm going to give you a step-by-step kind of informational kind of PDF walkthrough. If you're kind of feeling low, if you kind of want to get inspired, that's the best like lecture that I've got and lecture series that I have. And I've done this. I've taught this at a university in Sweden. I've taught this at FAMU in Florida, and of course at conventions now and again. So it is going to be free. If you back the Kickstarter, this is going to be free for you. All right. So it's going to be free for you. And then I'm going to give you a PDF that you can refer to. And if you've got questions for me, cool, let me know. All right. Tonight, the giveaway is a big giveaway, guys. Tonight at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to give away a very rare comic book, this one right here. What's up, Zora? What's up, Lexi? And what's up, everybody on the Pizza King, Great South Bay? Happy Sunday. Hope you guys are having a beautiful weekend. So tonight, guys, if you back the Kickstarter, I'm going to give a group Zoom, a free lecture, group Zoom on how to take your idea from concept to creation if you're a world builder, a storyteller, or if you just are looking for a bit of inspiration. And also, if you're a writer, how you kind of break down storylines. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. How you break down storyline. How do you do an act structure? How do where do you begin with the world, the characters, the storyline, the idea, all those kind of cool things. So if you have a friend of yours that is a writer, a comic head, or they're trying to write a comic or trying to get into this, or a script or a children's book and those types of things, my goal is to give you all of that for free. What's up, Laura Townsend? Happy Sunday. Good to see you, darling. Good to see you. So Pizza Kin on Instagram says, I have a random question. Do you have any plans to have a sci-fi story under Stranger Comics, or any plans to taking Niobe into a sci-fi story? Pizza Kin, that's a great question. I don't. What's really interesting is there's a very famous director, and a huge thank you to Laura and everyone that's backed the kick. Huge thank you to Laura, everyone that's backed the Kickstarter. You're all going to be able to, you're all getting a group invite to come to my private lecture, private Zoom, and I'm going to give you an introduction on how this world was created and how you can also hopefully feel inspired and those types of things. The reason why, Pizza Kin, and a few people asked me this, there's one very famous director who literally wanted to make a TV show based on the Untamed, and then he asked if it could be put in a modern day setting, and I said no, and he went ahead and did it anyway, and it nearly got kind of frosty, right? So I don't like my goal is, we're building a sci-fi universe with Jason Wise, with Uraeus and Prentice Penny, but Asunda, I wanted to make it very, very rooted in magic and mythological type stuff. And as soon as you kind of enter science, everything could kind of get a little bit wacky and woolly. All right. So if you haven't backed the Kickstarter, or tonight, if you want to up your pledge by $20 or more, I'm going to throw in the paper edition of the Outcast for free. All right. I'm going to throw in the paper edition of the Outcast for free. At 7 o'clock Pacific, we're going to pick a winner of this one of 25 metal editions. So if you back the Kickstarter tonight for the first time ever, I'm going to just get any reward. I'm going to give you this for free. If you increase your pledge by anything, I'm going to give you this for free as well. Here's the crazy shit. If you increase your pledge by $50 or more, that's it, $50 or more, I'm going to give you this Outcast, and I'm going to give you a $50, $60 mystery box for free as well. All right. So if you increase your pledge by 20, or that you back it for the first time tonight, I'm going to give you that for free. If you back it by 50 or more, I'm going to give you a mystery box for free as well. All right. So that's what's going on tonight. And it's a pretty sexy deal. It is. All right. So I'm going to go over to the website, keep that thing coming. And what I should probably do is we are at 58,000. We have 383 backers. 58,383 backers. If we get to 60 grand or we hit 400 backers, I might throw something else for free. And if you increase your pledge by $100 tonight, or you back it for the first time for $100, I'm going to throw in a random metal for free. So tonight is big win stuff as we share these stories. Now, what I'll do is, maybe I should do this. So I'm going to also put this on the thingamabob. Where is it? Whoop. On the I've already lost you guys. There we are. I'm going to put this on the Instagrams. All right, I'm going to put this on the it is NiobeKickstarter.com. So that's what I'm going to do. So guys, every time I'm going to do a live during the campaign, you're going to get a chance to get extra stuff for free. All right, I'm going to pin that comment. That's how you can get stuff. Just go to NiobeKickstarter.com, back the Kickstarter for $20 or more, and I'm going to literally give you what's in the box. Brad Pitt, I love that. So Laura, in the box is usually, we say more than $50, but it's actually easily more than $100 worth of random rare comics. Usually at least 100, but sometimes we've been known for putting a couple of metals in there. So you will most likely be very, very hooked up, and every single mystery box gets a Seb remark. So all of your boxes are one of a kind. So great deals tonight, guys. Back it for 20 for the first time ever. I'm going to throw this in for free. Upgrade your pledge by 20. I'm going to throw that in for free. Upgrade your pledge by 50. I'm also going to give you a mystery box for free. Upgrade it by 100. I'm going to throw in a random metal for free. Every night is going to be extra stuff. Back the Kickstarter tonight. And the other thing, Laura and all my lovely peeps that have already backed it, or you're going to back it tonight for $19 or more for the very first time, I'm going to give you a lecture for free. That sounds really bad. I'm going to give you a lecture. I'm going to invite you to my Stranger Comics PDF, my Stranger Comics Zoom lesson, how to take an idea from concept to creation with all of you strangers, all of the strangers. I'm also going to do something special for my Patreon members, all my Patreon members. I love and appreciate you too. Yeah, I'll be touching. Yeah, thank you, Sebastian. I'm telling you, it's a great, great deal. All right, Pizakin has just upped their pledge for more than 50. So I'm going to write down all of your names for the pledges, and I'll be able to see it on the dashboard. Thank you so much, Pizakin. So I'm going to write Pizakin is an upsell for 50. If you jump, remember, to 100, guys, you're going to get an extra random metal from the vaults for free. Tonight is going to be a crazy one. If you haven't backed it yet, Goth Bay, or anyone else, for $19 or more, you're literally going to get an invite to my private Zoom, which is worth something, you know. Usually they pay me the big bucks to go around the world and give this lecture. So my goal is to give you this for free. Laura says, how about I buy you a pass to SummerCon instead? Laura is on my case to come to SummerCon. It's literally on my Monday to contact SummerCon. So I would absolutely love to come to SummerCon. That's freaking awesome. Thank you, Laura. I'm going to make another note, Laura, so we can connect tomorrow. I love that, SummerCon. That's so cool, Laura. Thank you. Laura's the best, man. Thank you very much. So I'll connect with you tomorrow, Laura, about that. What's up, Dane? What's up, everyone in the chat? Good to see you. Remember, guys, at the end of tonight, you guys are going to be oh no, you're fine, Goth Bay. I totally understand. I send you all my love, darling. Totally understands. Remember tonight, guys, at the end of the evening, you're gonna win a medal. You guys get a chance to win this Outcast medal for free at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. So one thing I'll just continue to remind you guys that are joining in, Dane and everybody, hope the kid's doing good, Dane, is you basically at the end of the evening, piece of kid, we're going to do a roll-off to see who wins the medal, Josh isn't with me tonight. He's out. Quincy's out. So it's just you guys and me. So we're going to pick those numbers at the end at 7 o'clock so I can write them down. So we're not going to do the writing tonight. Right now, we're going to pick those numbers at 7 o'clock Pacific. You guys get a chance to win this medal for free. Now, folks that are joining, Dane and everybody that's joining now, if you up your pledge by 20 tonight, or you pledge for the first time, throw that in for free. You up it by 50, I'll throw in a mystery box worth at least $100. You know how we do. It goes crazy. By 50, I'm going to throw that in for free and that for free just by backing the Kickstarter or upping your pledge by 50. Something cool, something fun. But let me kind of get into kind of the reason why I wanted to share tonight. She's doing good. That's awesome. That's awesome, Dane. Tonight, guys, I would say I want to kind of share with you some of your and ask some of you guys, you know, see if you guys have some questions for me as far as the process. Now, the reason why I bring this up is I would say the process usually is a situation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Everyone hit the like button on YouTube. I keep forgetting to mention that. That helps get the viewership up. Absolutely, Hot Mustard Gas. Thank you. So I started writing Niobe's Spirit today. And I've been really, I don't know, fighting myself on putting it off. Because one thing that we've been doing is essentially kind of as we build out the world of Asunda, I really wanted to share other tales before, you know, because you guys read Niobe's death and you know what happens. At the end of Niobe's death, Niobe goes to purgatory. Spoiler. And in purgatory, she's going to be Christmas caroled. Is she going to be essentially shown what's going to happen to her if she takes her father's side or her mother's side, and what happens if she returns? Yeah, happy birthday, Josh Cozy. And Josh Cozy's on Instagram right now. Josh also over on YouTube. Just a heads up on StreamYard. I'm double streaming right now. I'm double streaming. So tonight, Josh, just to tell you and remind everybody, if anybody backs the Kickstarter tonight or ups their pledge by 20, they're going to get the Outcast homage for free. If they're going to back it or up their pledge by 50, I'm going to throw in a mystery box for free with the comic. If you up it by 100, I'm going to throw in a random metal. All right. I've got these logged down so far. Just Peterkin, I believe, has increased their pledge. What's up, Evelyn? What's up? What's up? What's up? So tonight is I'm going to be sharing the story that if you've backed the Kickstarter or for $19 or more, I'm going to invite you to a private Zoom where I'm going to be doing a lecture. We're sharing the lecture. So right now, today was the first day that I started writing Niobe's Spirit. And it's interesting. I have been toying with the idea of starting it straight off the bat in Purgatory, or starting what is the state of the world while Niobe's been gone. So right now, what we're crafting, and this is an idea Quincy had, was create what happens to the disciples, essentially, of Niobe, right? What happens to them once Niobe dies? What happens to the world? What happens when hope dies, essentially? Do other heroes step up? Are other heroes swayed by the dark side of the Force? Does Vastar kind of, get a leg up, essentially, in the world? And if Niobe kind of represents this duality of spirit that we all share, is she representing Asunda, or what is right and what is wrong? It's kind of, I guess, do you guys ever see Excalibur, the John Boorman film, the OG 1980s Excalibur movie? Did you guys see that? And essentially, King Arthur, is England, and King Arthur is Excalibur, and the sword is England. And what happens if the sword and Arthur are separated? So yes, Espresso on Instagram says it falls short like a ship without a sail without Niobe. That is the only Excalibur I enjoy too. Laura's like 500 times. Laura, we watched that shit in English class. My teacher was like, watch this. And I was like, oh shit. King Uther is having sex with this chick and he's in full plate mail armor. I was like 10 years old. What's up, Priscilla? Hello, darling. Happy Sunday. So yeah, it was bonkers. It was absolutely bonkers. I was like 10 years old, watching Excalibur. Actually, and someone is in the chat, maybe, that usually it's kind of my, maybe it was when I was a teenager, it's my go-to date movie. You better watch Excalibur. If you don't like Excalibur, it's not going to work. But anyway, sidetracking. So now, if Excalibur is King Arthur, Excalibur represents England. The sword and Arthur are separated. England is array, right? England falls into disarray. So the soundtrack is the shits, Espresso. That's why we've got the Il Fortuna on our live action role playing video. What's up, Daryl Counts? Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. So Niobe, when Niobe dies in Sheer's death, and she goes to purgatory, does the world fall into disarray, or is it more subtle than that? So Daryl and I had a conversation. David has a great question. Yeah, Helen Mirren was amazing. What's up, Fourth Wall Comics? Helen Mirren was amazing. She was a whole snack in that movie, and she was a whole meal in that movie. David has a great point. He says, if Niobe is spirit, can she possess people to make them do her will? That's a great point that David is raising. And Daryl and everybody on the Instagrams, also on YouTube Live, I'm double teaming it right now. I'm having a menage Wi-Fi, if that's the thing. If Niobe follows in her father's footsteps, maybe she could do what her father does and bend people's spirits to her will. But I wanted to play on something more subtle than the idea of when she's gone, not just like, oh shit, chaos reigns supreme and those types of things, but more so a subtle shift, right? There's a subtle shift in the world, and maybe people are a little bit more fractious, maybe people are a little bit more upset. Maybe there's a more of a subtle shift. Like I think in what's up, everybody? Hey Dunham Man, hey Spidey, hey Morgan. Spidey ASM comics, we do have Spider-Man ASM collector homages in the box. I can show you in a second. But everyone, real quick, in the chat on Instagram, Morgan and everybody, if you back the Kickstarter tonight, or you pledge more than $20, I'm going to give you this Outcast homage for free. So if you go to NiobeKickstarter.com, you increase your pledge by 20 and get something else cool, I'm going to give you that for free. If you up your pledge by 50, I'm going to give you a mystery box for free as well as this as well. So go and increase your pledge by 20. You're going to get that for free. Go and get some cool stuff. You're going to get that for free. Up it by 50. I'm going to give you at least $100 worth of mystery box shit for free with my remark on it. So yeah, the surprise is in the box. It's very what's that? It's not Dick in the box like Justin Timberlake. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't even know. It's more of Seven. It's more Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman. But yeah, the mystery boxes are amazing. Lots of metals, lots of cool stuff that we do. And tonight's giveaway, guys, is the metal at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. What's up, Danny? Everyone should definitely on YouTube follow Danny Quick. Has an amazing Kickstarter going on. We'll be doing an update for Danny's Kickstarter as well. All right. So definitely. So Laura says in here, honest answer, please excuse the cross comment. Do you think the audience would have preferred seeing Rick in his self-made purgatory instead of what happened to Maggie and the gang when he left? Rick? Why am I tripping out? Self-made. Is this Rick and Morty? Am I tripping out? Laura, can you enlighten me, please? I'm running on fumes on a Sunday, and I want to make sure I'm in the near. Yeah, I was definitely sure to follow Danny. That's Rick. Are you talking about Rick and Morty? By the way, side note, Rick and Morty had one of my favorite bands, Mazzy Star. The Walking Dead. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. Of course, The Walking Dead. You know what? I didn't watch the last season. I watched all of it up until he fought. Jesus, I watched the first eight seasons. Just on a segue, I watched the first 8 seasons. So was that the last season? I didn't watch the last season, but coming back to kind of what I was wanting to say, guys, was I want kind of essentially Niobe to kind of represent the concept of we've got to look within ourselves to be the hero we would want others to be for us. And okay, Laura, will do. So if I place on the Kickstarter, I just do an add-on for today's freebie. You do indeed, Donna, man. Absolutely. If you do an add-on to your current Kickstarter, go and buy something else cool. You're going to get freebies. If you add, by the way, $100, just saying. So if you get a metal like the D&D metal, I might throw in a random metal for free as well. All right, a random metal for free as well. 16-bit couple. We have video game variants on our Kickstarter too. Check it out. So that's kind of my goal with Niobe Shear's Spirit, is there's a shift. And now Daryl and I were in the car the other day, and he was talking about people have started to lose their mind a little bit. We were talking about like people are pulling out in front of us. The traffic was kind of crazy. People were a little bit off with their driving and what they were doing. And I think our state of reality of us being in a depression that we're not essentially talking about is not a recession. We feel like it is a depression that people are not talking about. Our diets are fucked. Our mental states are fucked. It's reflected in popular entertainment. It's reflected on what is put on TV, what's put on film, what's regurgitated on social medias and so on. And I think we're losing to quote the Joker, we're losing our minds a bit. And so I think sometimes, and this might sound a little bit, I don't want to be offensive, but I think there are people that take advantage of folks who are looking to be saved. I would say that. So I kind of wanted to play on, and I don't think that's necessarily bad or within ourselves. I think, but people can take advantage of that in the most sneaky ways. And so I think for me, what I want to kind of do is lean into this kind of feeling of how do we find the hero within ourselves? How do we also kind of find empathy for others with what someone else is going through? How do we find the ties that bind us? How do we do the right thing, essentially, during the moments that seem at their most bleak, right? So for me, you know, I always say that the stranger family at my most bleak times during the pandemic are the people that kind of pulled me through. And so coming back to Asunda, for Niobe Shia's spirit, when Niobe leaves Asunda, if she is the representation of our conscience, essentially, with really what I think it is. I think sometimes good and evil is just essentially a construct for our own conscience. And once we do wrong, can we forgive ourselves? Can we forgive other people? If we can forgive other people, can we forgive ourselves? If we can forgive all those things, if Niobe represents our conscience and our conscience is gone, can we find it within? Or do we succumb? Do we double down on those types of things? So I kind of wanted to play with a shift of to say, when Niobe's gone, the world isn't going to go batshit crazy, massive in a big way to begin with. But when she returns, is she going to return how she once was, which is younger and full of hope and joy and spreading light? Or is she going to return angry, essentially, at what the world has become? And then will her anger bring her more to the dark side of the Force? Or will it bring her to find empathy or understanding? Because I kind of remember this, and I'll answer some questions. I remember this when I watched Gandalf return, Gandalf the White, and he was a little spacey, a little bit spacey, celestial, kind of groovy. But I think Niobe is going to return if she sees people essentially waiting for her return, or they've given up. They've essentially given up. They're like, oh, well, shit, she's gone. Oh, well, fuck it then, I guess. Does that breed apathy? It might not breed rage. More kind of other people will come along and then they'll project their various ideologies or opportunities to sway minds and sway people and those types of things. But I kind of wanted to fuck with the idea that when she's gone, do people have become apathetic and or entitled? And then that entitlement rolls into the kings and queens and politics and so on and so forth, and that we all become kind of gluttonous on our own ego. So, okay, I'll answer a couple of questions. Espresso says, folks have become mentally checked out for a long time. Evidence identifying with the Joker more than Batman. Laura says, I understand what you're saying. You are the land and the land are one. Hence the Wagner and blooming cherry blossoms once he drinks from the Grail. Absolutely. Absolutely. Which makes me think at some point I'm going to play the our live action role-playing video again. Hopefully that doesn't get us taken down, though, this video. Have always felt a disconnect from that sequence in the film and in the mirrored version of the Arthurian legend I read. So what if you write two completely separate stories, not storylines, meaning literally write one tale of purgatory and one horror story of purgatory? So Laura has a great note. So Laura, you're kind of hitting on the head for, I love that. Within the Niobe Shia spirit storyline, we're going to play with two different two different realities for Niobe's return. So if Niobe returns one way, the world is going to become one way. If it returns another way, it's going to return another way. And then Laura says, that way the heroes who crop up, or have always been there will come out and on paper organically because you are not trying to relate to it. Laura, I love that. That's fantastic. I absolutely love that. What's up, Royal Static? Everybody on Instagram. We're also over on YouTube Live. I'm kind of doing the double action tonight, and doing kind of, if you guys increase your pledge tonight, or pledge for the first time tonight, I'm going to give you a Outcast comic for free. You get this rare Outcast comic for free if you pledge for the first time tonight, for free. And if you back it for 50 more, up your pledge by 50 or more, I'm going to give you a mystery box worth at least $100 worth of comics with your own remark by me, one of a kind, and that for free. If you do for 100, I'm going to give you an extra metal for free. I'm going to go crazy tonight. Lots and lots and lots of giveaways. But Laura, that's a great point. Now here's where so Raw Static and everyone on Instagram were also talking about the evolution of Niobe Shear's spirit, and I started writing it today. I started writing Shear's spirit today. But here's the funky thing is, David says, what if a spirit splits good and bad? Then someone up top has to save their savior. That's good too. Woo! That's cool. That's cool. I like that. All right. We got some. I love this. This is what the Stranger Family is about, the community. Give me all of your ideas and let me take credit for all of these great ideas that you guys are coming up with. Thank you. No, I'm joking. No, these are great. I absolutely love it. No, I super appreciate these ideas and these storylines. So here's the kind of the funky thing for where we're at with Stranger Comics. Oh, and by the way, reminder, if we hit 60 grand or 400 backers while I'm on the Instagrams and the YouTubes tonight, everybody in the chat is going to get something extra for free just for being in the chat. So guys, just a heads up, we're at 58 grand, 136. We're less than 2 grand away, or we're less than 16 backers away. So make sure you tell your friends, your family, back the Kickstarter. And again, for you folks, if anyone backs the Kickstarter for $19 or more, I'm going to invite you to a private Zoom where I'm going to be sharing a how-to lecture and a PDF for free. And we'll continue this story. Misty says maybe a Stranger writing group. That's dope as shit. So here's with all these kind of situations happening in Niobe's world. I'm turning 50 in August. Right? So I'm like, I've got to get more books out before I put Shear's spirit out. So I'm playing in this situation where I've got multiple timelines. What's up, Otis? How you doing? Happy Sunday, not happy Thursday. Happy Sunday. We'll be announcing the winner of this Outcast metal soon. See, I love Espresso's thing. Each of us plays $200. We all win. So Espresso's got the right logic. So if the big 5-0 is coming, a little bit scared, just a little bit. If while I'm writing Shear's spirit, I'm like, I want to create other stories, and this comes back to this thought that Quincy had. This thought that Quincy had was, what happens to Niobe's disciples, the 7 girls from Shear's life, right? So you saw the 7 disciples from Niobe Shear's life, and 2 of them end up in Shear's death when Niobe dies, So Laura's like, 50 is fine, 52 feels weird. So Espresso's like, turn 52 January ago, you'll be fine. Aw, I'm going to be joining the club. That's cool. That's awesome. So my thought is the amount of stories that I want to get out and write is I want to write these disciple tales. Like what happens to those disciples while she's gone? And to what Laura's note was, who becomes heroes, who betrays her, who does nothing, who breaks down, and who else steps up. I also kind of think what I'm going to do is I'm going to write some of these stories in prose. Lucian's like, oh yeah, well fuck that, I'm coming up to 60. Lucian, you look amazing. Laurie, you look amazing too. You guys all look amazing. What is it? Like you got, it's like strangers in the blood or some shit. I don't know. Did you make a deal with the Untamed? You guys look all fantastic. So what I might do while we bridge some of these, while we build out on some of these comics, I'm going to start writing prose to continue organically growing Niobe's World of Asunda in a really kind of cool way. Would you guys be cool with that? How do you feel about reading? I brought this up the other day recently. How do you guys feel about reading other stuff in reading prose as well as comics? Is like, oh, that's cool, or no, I just like comics. Does anybody, what are your thoughts as well, as far as, I mean, we got all our land, we got less wrinkles. I like Laura's got the good stuff. But one day the land returns, or the land is just this. That's why we're doing the Jason Wise project too, Laura. You will love that project because we are having a character stealing from museums and taking shit back to their ancestral homes. Dunoman says prose all day. Okay, I read a ton of prose. I'd love us under prose. Dunoman says add-on successful, I think. Let's go to Dunoman. Let's see the dashboard. Dunoman coming back. Oh, I've got to sign in. Let me see. Let me see who has been adding all sorts of fun stuff, getting us that much closer to the magic roll. So Seymour Levine increased their place from 24 to 25 and changed their reward section. Seymour Levine, if you're on here, let me know. I know my man Pizakin did his thing. We had a guy called Brian cancel his pledge. That sucks. Josh Wilson, I know that's you, Pizakin. Chris Dunno got you for 20. That's the upsell for my man Chris Dunno. And Andrew Phoenix jumped into the fray. My man Andrew Phoenix with a new pledge. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you guys very much for doing all these wonderful things. Whatever colonizer. I'm also mixed Indian and African. Half of me is colonizing, right? So I'm colonizing myself every day. It's a whole thing. It's a very confusing reality I have to deal with. So, okay, a lot of folks love the prose idea. I'm kind of curious to see if you guys read the prose in the hardcovers or in between each comic, because I feel, Laura, I love that. I'm wondering, yeah, let me know, guys. Do you guys read in between the comic books all the kind of all the prose, the stuff that at the end of the comic I tend to try and write prose, or at the beginning, at the end, the prologues, the epilogues, those types of things? I do read it. That's part of the books I take the most care to read. Oh, that's cool, Espresso. Thank you. Christopher says, I read it. Allison says, yes. Allison, I know, is a reader. She's like, She reads a lot of prose, so I'm actually a bit nervous for Alison's take on it. Laura says, I was not allowed to read comics as a child, so novels are my jam. Sometimes I read it multiple times. That's cool. That's cool. The poetry prose is part of the story I feel most attracted to, says Espresso. What's up, Dead by Dawn? Happy Sunday. In a few minutes, we'll announce the winner, so stick around, guys, of this right here. Leela Corin says, yep. Thank you, Leela. Hope you're doing well, darling. Dead by Dawn. David, by the way, happy Sunday, happy weekend. I hope you had a wonderful time at Motor City Comic Con. I'm on Instagram and YouTube Live. I'm double dipping, bro. I'm double dipping. Evelyn says, I do read it. It's very well written. I don't understand prose very well, but I can appreciate the structure. Thank you, Evelyn. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Dallas says, don't be nervous. I'm a little nervous, to be honest. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Jocelyn? What's up? Everyone, please send the love to Leela Coram. She's having a rough go of it the last couple of weeks. So prayers, chants, seances, love to you, Leela Coram. We love you very much. Folks that are joining, Jamie and Jocelyn, and folks that are joining, just as a heads up, if you increase your pledge by $20 tonight, you will get this for free. The $20 pledge tonight, or you increase your pledge by $20, you get this Outcast for free. Increase your pledge by 20, you get the Outcast for free. If you increase it by 50, I'm going to give you a mystery box as well for free. You know my mystery boxes are amazing. They're amazing. On Instagram, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Let's try and get to, we want to try and get to 400 backers tonight, or 60 grand. If we do, you guys are going to get, something extra for free as well. So Tuesday, what's up? Happy Sunday. What's up, RJ Perry? Tonight we're talking about anyone that backs the Kickstarter, guys. Anyone that backs it for $19 or more, I'm going to invite you to a private Zoom where I'll be sharing with you how to take an idea from concept to creation without selling your soul. So that's how you can win big. That's how you can win big tonight, guys. So make sure you share it. Make sure if you've got other friends that are into learning how to write, how to create, do that type of thing. A $19 pledge will literally give you a lecture, which I charge usually quite a lot of money for. So this is to support and pay it forward to you guys for backing the Kickstarter. And my huge thank you to Pay It Forward. And if you increase your pledge or you back it for the first time tonight, you get this Outcast for free. Look at that. You get that Outcast joint for free. If you back it for 50, I'm going to give you a mystery box for free with the Outcast joint. And pretty soon we'll announce the winner of this right here. You get a chance to win this for free, this metal edition for free in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to do something else fun as well. I'm going to read you guys when's the How to Sell Your Soul for Your Creation lecture. That's a great question. After the campaign, I think, because I'm going to be brain dead after the campaign. So probably sometime in June. Once we kind of wrangle all of these things up. Celeste says, I'm going to have fantasy prose, all major prose and fantasy I've read new and old. Would love to, if you went out there. That's awesome. Jocelyn, basically what I was saying was, if you back the Kickstarter, which you already have, I'm going to invite you to our lecture campaign. Lecture campaign. My lecture on how to take your idea from concept to creation. All right. So that's that right there. If you up the pledges tonight, you go a little crazy, I'm going to start throwing shit in for free. You go really crazy, I'm going to throw in even more shit for free. I'm doing that every live, guys. Every live. My goal by Monday was to try and get to 60K. But I know a lot of you guys in the chat spent a lot of dough. We just had another add-on popped in. A really cool, wow. Let's see who it is. Alison Allison just went hog wild. Allison just dropped another bill onto the campaign. Thank you to Allison Greer. She just dropped another bill onto the campaign. Huge thank you to Allison. So Allison, you're going to get all the things tonight. Thank you so much to Allison Greer. Thank you. We're getting a little bit closer. We're inching towards the 60 grand mark. Thanks to all you guys. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. So, what's up, Scorpion Queen? That's a cool name. Hello, Scorpion Queen. My name is the Scorpion King. That's terrible. Did you guys see that movie, Scorpion King with a rock? Do you guys remember that one? The Scorpion King with a rock. What's up, Torfik? Torfik, how are you, darling? Happy Sunday to you, Scorpion Queen. Tonight, if you, and I don't know if you guys have done it yet, if you back the Kickstarter, and I apologize for I'm repeating this throughout the evening, if you back the Kickstarter tonight, if you back the Kickstarter tonight, I'm going to give you this Outcast homage for free, and I'm going to invite you to my private Zoom lecture, How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation. If you're a creator, or you're a writer, or you're a business person, it gives you a lot of tips and tricks. Laura's like, I blocked it out. Thank you, darling. I appreciate that. Oh, blocked it out. Yeah, I thought you were talking about me and my constant reminding people. You mean the Scorpion King you blocked out? I thought Laura's like, I blocked out your pitch. So yeah, Scorpion King. I watched a bit of the third one. It had Kimbo Slice in it, which is kind of wild. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday, Scorpion Queen, and unequivocally happy Sunday to you. Happy. Thank you for everyone that's joining. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I want to share. Hello, everybody there. Good to see you tonight, guys. I'm inviting people to a private Zoom. Poetic Z, Ed Usel, a private Zoom called How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation Without Selling Your Soul. I'm currently on our YouTube channel as well as Instagram. So the way you can go about this now, normally these lectures, universities fly me out and shit, and they pay me lots of dough. I'm going to give this to you for free. What's up, Tyler the Animator? Happy Sunday. Please follow, if you're not already, follow Tyler the Animator and his Kickstarter campaign, Godhood Comics. Follow Tyler the Animator. So guys, if tonight you back the Kickstarter for $19 or more, I'm going to give you this Outcast homage just as a gift. Right? Back the Kickstarter at NiobeKickstarter.com for $19 or more. Two things you're going to get. $19 is going to get you a very rare comic, a cool comic like this one right here. You can get that right there. We have some amazing comics on our Kickstarter. Look at all these things. You got amazing things. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com, back the Kickstarter. You're going to get an extra comic for free, and I'm going to invite you to my lecture for free, How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation. Concept to Creation. For free. If you back it for $50 or more, I'm going to give you this mystery box for free with $100 worth of stuff and the Outcast homage and the lecture as well. Remember, don't forget, we've got metal editions, all sorts of fun stuff on the Kickstarter campaign as well. So jump on that bad boy. In about 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, we're going to see who wins the metal edition of this Outcast for free. For free. Cannot block you out. Will buy your cover and blow a kiss for like Christmas. Laura's the best, man. You guys are amazing. What's up, Marco Polo? Happy Thursday, Sunday even. Happy Sunday to Marco Polo. Good to see you, bro. Happy Sunday. In 5 minutes, Marco, we're going to announce the winner of the metal edition of the Outcast. You've come just in time. We're going to announce the winner of these metal Outcast in 5 minutes. Now, Marco, if you back the Kickstarter tonight for the first time, or you up your pledge by 20, I'm going to give you this Outcast homage for free. So go and back it. If you haven't tonight, you're going to get this for free as a gift if you back the Kickstarter for 20 or more. And I'm going to invite you to a private Zoom where I teach you how to take your idea from concept to creation without selling your soul. You want to get one of the cool metals and you want to back it for 100. You want to get one of the cool, beautiful Tahani Farm metals. I'm going to give you an extra random metal for free. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com and I'm going to give you a mystery box if you back it for $50 or more for free. NiobeKickstarter.com. When I'm on these lives, you're going to get extra stuff for free. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com. Let's back it tonight. I can send you extra stuff for free. And if we hit 60 grand or 400 backers, everyone in the chat tonight is going to get something extra for free. So that's what's happening there. Now, you guys on Insta, who's been waiting patiently, I'm going to start sharing with you guys a little glimpse into Niobe Shear's spirit when I first started writing today. So we talked a lot about, we've got new comics coming out featuring Niobe's disciples, one of which, guys, pledge updated for Christopher. Thank you so much to Christopher. Thank you. What's up, Eddie Noodles? What's up, Travis Montez? Thank you. Let us see what you did, Chris. And I'll add that down as well. And then what's up, Brian Weiss? Happy Sunday. We're on Instagram and YouTube Live. Double action right now. Double action. So Chris upped his pledge by a 50 spot. So he gets the mystery box as well. That's a great deal, bro. Thank you so much to Chris. You get the extra mystery box for free for upping your pledge. Huge thank you. That's amazing. It's a Zoom. A private zoo does sound naughty. That sounds like a fun thing. What's up, Spooky King? Good to see you. What's up, everybody in the chat? All right, 2 minutes. We'll announce the winner of the Outcast metal. So we'll bring that back around. And then after we announce the winner, I'm going to read you some stuff. Niobe Shear's spirit is very raw. It's literally what I was doing today. All right. So it's super raw. And this is the other thing I was going to share with you guys, which I'm going to share on the private Zoom. The private Zoom. What's up, Shay? What's up, Shay Broadnax? Good to see you. You come just in time. We announced the winner of a Outcast metal in about 2 minutes. I'm going to let you guys know. I'm going to share with you the first writings of Niobe Shear's spirit, which I was working on today. And then another area in Niobe's world of Asunda we're working on is actually in the Asian part of our world as well, where you'll get to see another of Niobe's disciples. And after kind of talking to you guys, we're going to write more prose as well as more comics. So that way we can start to really kind of lean into what's what. All right. So yes, so that's what's going on. All right. So a huge thank you for everyone that's joined us, everyone that's up in their pledges, that's pledged for the first time. I appreciate you very much. Now, again, I'll say this one more time. Pick those numbers now. I'll write those numbers down. But if you pledge for the first time ever, or you increase your pledge by $20 or more tonight, you're going to get this Outcast homage for free. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com. Pledge tonight for the first time, or up your pledge by $19. Sorry, I'll give you this for free. If you increase your pledge by 50 or more, what's up, Santana? I'm going to give you the mystery box, at least worth of $100 worth of more comics for free. If you pledge for 50 or more with the Outcast, if you do it for 100, I'll throw in a random metal from the vaults. And you know our metals are amazing. And if you guys haven't got onto the campaign yet, get onto the campaign. Get yourself like a mug. Get yourself some of the David Mack editions right here. Look at all these wonderful things on the things right there. All right, Laura says, after smoking a sandwich, talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow, Laura. I appreciate that. All right. Bring those numbers in. Let's see what we, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, unequivocally, that's if you haven't backed the Kickstarter, go to NiobeKickstarter.com. You can jump on these bad boys right here. Look at this. You got all these wonderful things. You can get the new one right here. Look at this, the Niobe Endura. It's on NiobeKickstarter.com. Go and back it tonight, and I'm giving you extra stuff for free. You're going to get a comic for backing it, and then you're going to get extra stuff because you're on with me right now. Like, look how pretty this is. Look how pretty that is right there. So Leela, she upped her pledge as well. Look at that. All right, guys, thank you so much. Bring those numbers in. Pick those numbers from 1 to 100. Let's see what Leela did so I can add to her campaign, to her freebies as well. Leela, you're amazing, love. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Leela went hog wild. She did, I'm going to put, you did just a shade under 100. So I'm going to put Leela in the $100 category as well, because you're amazing. We love you. Drew Boaz, thank you so much. I saw your pledge come in, bro, on Instagram. What's up, Drew Boaz? Thank you so very much. You are going to get, because you backed the Kickstarter tonight, Drew, I'm going to give you a gift for free. You're going to get that for free just for backing the Kickstarter tonight while I'm on a live. That goes to you, for my man, Andrew Phoenix. Thank you so much. All right, now let me jump back over to StreamYard. All right, guys, let's pick that number, and I'm going to roll the dice. Did you guys, everyone pick the number yet? I know I've got everyone from Brian with the 46 and down on there. All right, so I've got to look at Instagram, and I've got to look at what's it called? YouTube. That's what it's called. All right. Thank you, Leela. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. What's up, Vicente? All right, let's roll the dice. All right, that's the number I got right there. Okay, let's see. I'm going to see who's closest on Instagram first. All right, this. All right. La, 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 la. All right, that's who's closest on Instagram. Now I'm going to see who's closest on who's closest on YouTube. All right, so the winner tonight of the very rare metal of this Outcast homage is my man David, the King David Aronius, my sword-wielding, axe-wielding, dwarven joker, who I met at one of the comic conventions in LA, and I was like, "You've got a good beard. You will love this shit." And I showed him Erathun, and we've been pals since. So congratulations to you, David. I rolled a 31. You got a 33. Congrats to you, David. You win the metal super rare Outcast homage metal right here. Thank you so very much. Win for my man David. There you go. That's what happens. Congratulations to David just for hanging out on a live with us. So stick around if you want. I know it's late and I know it's Sunday. Brian, you would love David's beard. Brian and IG, you would love David's beard on YouTube. I'm just saying. Stick around. We will give something else away as the evening goes. So if you want to get other things, stick around. Hit the like button on YouTube. Hit the like button on YouTube. Let's keep this train moving. Let's keep this party going. Make sure you guys remember when we're on these lives, share the story, share what we've got going on. We want to get to, if we can, we want to try and get to 60 grand. If we get to 60 grand tonight while we're on the live together, everyone in the chat is going to get something extra for free. If we hit 400 backers, everyone in the chat is going to get something extra for free. We're at 384 backers. Spread the word. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com. And remember, anyone. Hey, Evelyn just increased her pledge too. Thank you so much to Evelyn. Let's see, darling. I'll take a look in the dashboard. She's increased her pledge as well. Thank you so much. You increased your pledge as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so very much. Let me see what you did, love. You added the David Mack set to your Silver Surfer foil. Thank you so very much. What's up, AJ? What's up? What's up? Can you make the Stranger Comics page on Facebook shareable? I can. I will. If you go to Stranger Comics the @Stranger Comics page, you should be able to share it, not the group, but the main page. So congratulations to Evelyn, and a huge thank you to you. I'm going to add you, darling, to the $50 upsell thing there as well. Evelyn. There we go. Thank you very, very much indeed to Evelyn. All right. So we are cruising, guys, thanks to you wonderful people up in your pledge and sharing the news and sharing the word and all those things. We are cruising. We are getting closer to the magical 60 grand mark. Huge thank you to everybody that's backed the Kickstarter. Remember, if you haven't backed it yet, we do have a $19 pledge. $19 pledge, which gets you a free comic of your choice, which could look like this. This is a cover A. If you haven't backed it yet, that's a great cover just to back, get you in the mix. And with that, you get a free comic book and you get invited to our private Zoom where I teach you how I did all this shit, and hopefully a bit of inspiration and so on. You could also get one of your amazing Dura mugs. What's up, J2 Comics? So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep plowing on. J2 Comics, we're doing upgraded pledges and things, more stuff to give away, including Outcast homages, mystery boxes, all sorts of fun stuff. So here we go. Tonight, I'm going to read a little bit from Niobe's Spirit. This is the first time I've decided to buckle down and really figure out how I want to I haven't, AJ Hunter. I'm so sorry, bro. Please bear with me. Please bear with me. This Kickstarter has been kicking my butt, to be honest. It's been really kicking my butt. I honestly think, bro, the amount of stuff I'm going to be doing in the next week or so, let it die down a little bit and I'll read it because I want to give it full time and attention. This Kickstarter has been kicking my proverbials because like an idiot, I launched a Kickstarter on Mother's Day weekends and now I have to remind people that we have a Kickstarter. So a lot of people missed the launch because of Mother's Day weekend. So I'm in reminding time, bro. I'm in reminding time. Okay, so let me share with you guys a little bit of something here. And AJ Hunter, if you haven't backed the Kickstarter, do so for $19. I'm going to throw in that for free as a gift for you. If you haven't backed the Kickstarter, do it for $19. I'm going to throw in your Outcast homage for free. Nate the Poet, if you haven't backed the Kickstarter, back it at NiobeKickstarter.com. I'm going to throw that in for free. And I'm going to invite you to, and you might like this, AJ, everyone that backs it, period, for 19 or more is going to get an invitation to a private Zoom where I teach you a lesson, my coursework, which I teach around the world on how to take your idea from concept to creation. So definitely back the Kickstarter. That will give you a free lesson on how to take your idea from concept to creation with what we have here. All right. So what's up, Quincy Average on IG? I'm IGing it and YouTubing it. All right, Quincy, if you're in the chat, you'll like this. I started writing Niobe's Spirit today. I'm going to read it. Yeah, so AJ Hunter, back it, NiobeKickstarter.com right now for $19 or more, the low pledge. You're going to get that for free, and you get an invitation to my private seminar. Back it for 50 or more. I'm going to give you a mystery box for free as well. So jump on the Kickstarter tonight. Tonight is the night to back the Kickstarter. Free. And I usually charge a little bit of dough for that. All right. So I'm going to read you guys a little bit of Niobe's spirit. It's very basic. It's very, very basic. So I decided to kind of play with this theme of not starting in purgatory. And again, this comes from Quincy's ideas of how to kind of out of the Donovan will get you the size in I'll get you the size in the surveys. The surveys is where the size comes out. Bang, you did another banging. I love that. So thank you, Donovan. Thank you very much. I appreciate that very, very much. Let me write that down. Thank you. You just jumped over to the 50 mark. Thank you so much, bro. What's the idea to tangible dialogue? Well, Nate the Poet, that's the lesson. We're going to be basically breaking down how I come up with tangible dialogue and those types of things. No, we're not doing the event tonight, Nate. Tonight, I'm letting you guys know how to get onto my lecture for free. And in that lecture, we're going to be talking about how to create interesting dialogue. And we're going to also be talking about how to basically, when you're wrestling with what comes first, an idea, the story, the character, the world, and how to actualize it and how to monetize ideas, but also how to break story down as much as possible. So here's some. So, and the way to get it for free is back my Kickstarter for $19 or more. Get a comic on the Kickstarter, get a comic for free tonight, and I'm going to invite you to my lecture for free. So, okay, now normally, guys, the way I break story down is I break story down by essentially beating out the storyline. And usually what we do, and this is a little tip for writers. The link, AJ Hunter, is right there. It's pinned down there. It's NiobeKickstarter.com. So if you just go to NiobeKickstarter.com, that's it, NiobeKickstarter.com. But I'm happy to send you the link afterwards. But if you do it tonight, you're going to get all sorts of extra free stuff. So guys, what I tend to do is I usually kind of beat out the story where I go, okay, man walks into a room, just a tip. I beat out just the tip, Brian. Man walks into a room, sees woman in the corner, walks up to her and said, I had a great day. Would you like to celebrate? And she says, yes. He sits down and he goes to the barista and says, would you like a cup? Actually, this is a true story. This is a true story of mine. Segue. So I was in a really bad place. It's a bad story, but you guys are Stranger Family and you'll tease me about it. Don't think bad of me, though. Bad story, segue, and then I'll read his spirit. So normally I break down story structures where I do story beats. And within each story beat, I write out 4 to 6 sentences and add pieces of dialogue. And I do that over 11 to 15 scenes if it's a movie, less if it's a comic. And that helps me break down Act 1, the setup, Act 2, the conflict, Act 3, the resolution. So fun stuff, just to talk about it. Braveheart. Act 1, he was content to live his life in peace, but England comes along, murders his wife. That sets him on a bloody path of vengeance. Act 2, conflict. His rage starts to consume him, and that his rage for vengeance becomes more important than his love or need for freedom for his country, and they get confused. Act 3, the resolution. In death, he finds the peace he needs, that his country needs to be united. And that's essentially your 3-act structure, right? If it's a buddy movie like Wedding Crashers, any kind of buddy movie, it's like, hey, we're friends, we're off to get laid at a wedding movie. We have to we're not friends anymore. Act 3, oh, we're going to get married though. We can be friends again. All right. It's just very formulaic, right? Every cop buddy movie, they're buddies, they do some shit, then they fall out, then they're back together and they're friends again. It's every single movie. You kind of look in each movie and you see how you do setup, conflict, and resolution. AJ Hunter, yeah, I have written a screenplay before. Actually, HBO paid me to write at when I was at HBO. But I've written a bunch of screenplays and sold a few screenplays. So I have, yeah. I actually write my comic books in final draft in the screenplay format. I actually like that because I get to dialogue quicker, and dialogue starts to set the tone for me. But this morning I started to write Niobe's Spirit in a way that I hadn't written before, which was letting it kind of loosely go in freewheeling it. What's up? What's up, Black Heroes Club? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. About to read a little bit from the new story of Niobe's world. And I decided to go, okay, all these ideas were kind of rushing in. Where do I start with the demon Fendoom from the story Quincy and I are writing, Confessions of a Demon? Do I write from the ferryman's perspective, going to pick up Niobe from the shore, the rocky shore? Do I write from Niobe's perspective? How is she feeling at that time? Is she angry? Is she sad? Is she defeated? Does she feel vengeful? Does she feel, what are her emotions? But then it came back around to, again, what Quincy had said, what is the world experiencing? And what are her disciples doing during that time? So I decided to kind of lean into what someone else is doing. So I'll read you something. It's really basic. It's really, really basic, okay? Super basic. So it is, what writers in the comic industry have you been your big influences? Honestly, my biggest influences, and I'll read, is John Coltrane. It sounds really obnoxious. Sergio Leone, Akira Kurosawa, Spike Lee, Ford, Coltrane, comic writers. I'm just old school Jack Kirby, Dale Keown vibe, the Hulk, Claremont, just old school guys. Alan Moore, Alan Moore. Okay, so it's really basic because then I can add to it. A mysterious woman travels across a frozen tundra towards giant mountains. We're in Herdefang night. She holds a spear. You might recognize it. Across her back is a bag that carries something important. And this is really bad. This is literally, you're hearing the really rough, bad captions. When what you know as love is taken, do you hold on to what once was? A scarf across her face hides who she is, and she says, a ghost among a wasteland of yesterday's dreams. She travels across the icy tundra until a forest is revealed. She enters the eerie forest where eyes watch her every move. She proceeds with caution. Again, really, really basic. I can add all the flowery stuff later, but I want to get to the dialogue. When your faith is broken, be ready. Not with worship and words as the world breaks. It's still really rough. I'm very vulnerable right now because this is really rough. Because I'm kind of wanting to get into this place of, do not be ready with worship and words as the world breaks. That's essentially what this whole kind of piece is about. And I'll build around that. Sometimes the dialogue comes really easy and sometimes it comes terribly. So right now this is really kind of rough, not very good. But it's the idea of, when your faith is broken, what do you do? And is it a situation where, if you're waiting for the rapture, if you're waiting for God to return, if you're waiting for Niobe to return, don't be ready with words and worship as the world breaks. do something about the broken world, right? I mean, really, I think that's essentially where I want to lean into. And by the time that we get to the Zoom, I'll have all this cleaned up, and I'm going to read you the final piece. So she reaches a white tree. Imagine a really, really kind of super white tree with essentially threads of blood peppered throughout. But the branches arch upwards like our Numenel's wings. So I kind of wanted to see this white tree that once could have had golden leaves in Hurfang and the kind of northern Scandinavian parts of the world, and the branches are arched up like the wings of the goddess. But it has, if you look really close, it has kind of like, you know, a lattice kind of blood. And she says, she places her hand on the tree and closes her eyes, and she's soon surrounded by Galim Wren. But the Galim Wren, even though you'll see them as African-looking elves, they have traveled across to Hurfang. Or is it they're still in the desert of the dying tree, in the desert wasteland, and because Niobe is dead, now the snow is falling across the desert. So giving you like some kind of like fun, like sneak peeks of what could happen. She's soon surrounded by Galim Wren. Their bodies and face are painted white like the snow, but there are red markings, deep red markings of our Numenel, but that symbolizes war. And she says, and the leader says, "You are on sacred earth." And this woman says, "I am here for the Grey Wolf." The leader says, "He is dead." And she says, "At one time perhaps, but not all who die remain in hell." And who is the Grey Wolf? Who is the Grey Wolf? See, my writing's so off right now. Look, 3 people have left the chat on YouTube. I love it because this is really, really raw. This is really rough. This is all off the cuff today. So who would be the Grey Wolf? I'm going to read that again, folks that are listening. "I'm here for the Grey Wolf. He is dead. At one time, perhaps, but not all who die remain in hell. You are here to send him back." She opens her eyes and turns to them. "I've come to help. For one will return from heaven." I've come to help, for one will return I've come to help, for one will return from heaven. Yeah, Lucian, the stranger, the Grey Wolf. So maybe, and then the chick reveals who she is, and that's going to be Tashiri, one of Niobe's disciples, the tall warrior one from She Is Death and She Is Life. So I kind of wanted to set this tone of this woman walking across this tundra, and you think you're in a frozen wasteland, and maybe you're actually in the desert of the dying tree, and maybe the desert is snowing in the dying tree. So that kind of gives you an idea of what's coming. And then we're going to cut from that situation probably into purgatory, and then we'll close it back around at the end of that issue, that maybe she finds and meets the stranger. And what's she going to lay down? Oh yeah, it's super rough, AJ, super rough patches. Because I was like, this literally, I hadn't even finished the sentence structure. This was like me being exhausted, but I knew I had an idea, and I just wanted to like jot it down. It's like, oh, I want to have the concept of faith being tested and what happens when our faith is tested. To me, that is the question for us to kind of lean into on this comic book. When faith is tested, who has got our back, who runs, and so on. See, that's a great line. David says, if your faith is broken, did you ever have it? That's a good line. What's up, Kev? What's up, bro? Happy Sunday, bro. I'm going to write that down. But that's really what I wanted to kind of play with, was to say, oh, what happens to one of her disciples? Where does she go? And what do you think's in her bag? If you remember, do you guys remember the end of Shear's death? What happens? Do you remember what happens at the end of Shear's death? Sometimes, Misty, I jot stuff down with my pen. Sometimes I just jot it down in script. I was just jotting this stuff down in script. Yeah. It's, sometimes I just jot stuff down in script. But these ideas, the more I kind of talk or the more I write stuff down, the more stories start to come and evolve, and they start to take shape. And oftentimes, it's what's funny is, and why I'm kind of like sharing this with you guys, is the dialogue usually comes a lot quicker for me, a lot easier. Dialogue is probably the easiest thing for me because it just starts to riff and feels honest and organic. Oh, thanks, David. But today, even struggling with dialogue, I knew the line that really kind of spoke to what was happening, which was, at one point it was just really short. I'm here for the gray wolf, he is dead. Because I knew I wanted to get the Niobe's disciple to the stranger. I'm here for the gray wolf, he is dead. At one time perhaps, but not all who die remain. And I was like, maybe I want to spell it out. Or maybe it's less is more. At one time perhaps, but not all who die remain. But then it's like, not all who die remain in hell. And then how do I jump to the line? For one will return from heaven, but one will return from heaven. You know that. But I wanted the leader to say, are you here to send him back? Because the stranger at this time might be much older. All right. So we'll have to kind of bridge those gaps between the Untamed into what this is. But I was like, I got to get to the right in Nabish's spirit. I'm getting older. I need to finish Nabish's spirit. I need to finish Nabish's God. I need these things to happen, so we can kind of flesh more things out. And I need to start writing more prose with Q and the guys, in addition to the comics. So I knew that line was an important line, and I knew I wanted to bring her to the idea of maybe meeting the stranger or the end of the first issue. So if you don't remember what at the end of Shear's death, do you remember the last pages of Shear's death? Kind of curious. Do you remember the last pages? What happened? What happened to Shear's death? The last pages before she went to purgatory. I know it's late and so on. And I'm going to hop off pretty soon, guys. So if you haven't backed the Kickstarter, go to NiobeKickstarter.com. Back it tonight. Up your pledge by 20. Get your outcast for free. Get your mystery box for free if you up it to 50, and get a random metal for free if you up it to 100. Go and get yourself a $19 comic or David Mack set or a G Lee goodie or all the things. Go and get all these wonderful comics that are on the campaign right now. David, that's the funny thing. Quincy always rereads the stuff. I always see him rereading the stuff. All right, so at the end of the Nabish's death, yeah, so Allison says that she died and Scarlock left. Correct. That's true. See, Allison loves Scarlock. Do you remember? David just said a line. Your faith is broken. What was broken? What was broken at the end of Shear's death? First one to say it. I'm going to give you a first. That's the end of the evening giveaway. First person to tell me What happened that's significant that something might be in her bag? What happens? First person. So you guys have to rush to Yashia's death. She goes to the tree. She does go to the tree. Yep, she goes to the tree. But that's so in the beginning of the story I read, yes, David just beat Allison, the sword. What happened to the sword? What happened to it? What's up, Ty? Yeah, the sword, exactly. So that's it. So the sword, it broke. It did break. So remember I said she's carrying something in a bag. It wasn't the sword like all full. It was the broken pieces of Niobe's sword. The broken pieces of Niobe's sword. So the first person that said that I saw was on David, said the word sword first, and he said the word broke first, just pipping Allison. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give you guys, David, Allison, Nice Collectibles, and Lucian, all something for free. All right. All right. So, Nice X Collectibles, get something for free. Allison gets something for free. David gets something for free. Lucian gets something for free. Yeah, there's a few pages at the end. Brian's like, but there's a few pages before. Good Lord. What's up, Dando, Kim, and June92? All right. So, Alaj's, it was not the spirit arch, it was the broken sword. The broken sword. So what we did, if you guys remember the on the Stranger Con and Nice X Collectibles, if you're joining now for the first time, just a heads up, if you back the Kickstarter tonight, you're going to get the Outcast for free, guys. If you back the Kickstarter tonight, spend $19, go and get yourself one of these beautiful new comic books while I'm on the live. Back it now while I'm on the live. I'm going to give you this for I'm going to give you this Outcast homage for free. All you need to do is back it for $19. And I'm going to invite you to my seminar for free, which I usually charge a shitload of dough for. All right. If you back the Kickstarter tonight for $19 or more, I'm going to invite you to my seminar for free. And remember, money comes out. Brian, I already added you, bro, to the sheet. You're all good. I'm going to invite you to my seminar for free. Invite you to my seminar for free. So back the Kickstarter tonight. $19 or more. You're going to get the Outcast for free. And I'm going to invite you to my seminar for free, which is called How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation, as well. Okay, AJ Hunter, cool. Thank you so much. All right, fuck it. Everyone that wants something for free, if you back the Kickstarter and you threw out an idea, Misty, you're at it as well. Look at that. Don't say I don't love my stranger family. So Nice X Collectibles, what it is, Ty, bro, is it's a seminar. It's a seminar, June92, and everyone that's in the chat. It's a seminar called How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation around the world, from concept to creation. And I teach you basically how to, if you're a writer, improve your writing. Yep, it's online. It's an online seminar. Improves your writing, improves how to get out of writer's block. It improves how to stay motivated when you're if you want energy like me, like a fucking crazy person. That's what I want to do for you guys. Now, this is honestly not to talk shit, but universities pay me thousands of dollars for this. But you back the Kickstarter. I love you guys very much, and I want to give you stuff for free. And I know, you guys, some of you guys get a bit emotional, and it was late. You guys support me so much, and so I want to give you this shit for free. All right. So yeah. Hey, Be Humble J. Hey, Jackie. Hey, darling. Oh shit, that's cool, Brian. That's awesome. Snuggling in her Sebi's blanket. I love that. So yeah, guys, that's the goal. Is if you back the Kickstarter for $19 or more, I'm going to invite you to an online seminar for free. That's it. Online seminar for free. It's called How to Take Your Idea from Concept to Creation. And I've done this at universities in Sweden and all over the fucking world, in addition to, comic conventions and comic shows and all those types of things. So go to NiobeKickstarter.com, back it tonight. Go and get yourself, if you can swing it, go and get yourself a beautiful metal. Go and pick up a D&D metal. Go and get a Niobe and Asunda metal. Go and get one of these beautiful things right here. Go and jump on, or one of the cheaper ones. It's great. Go and get one of these beautiful exclusive comics, the Tahani Fars, guys. Go to NiobeKickstarter.com. Good night, Allison. Good night, darling. Sleep well. Thank you so much for everything. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, darling. Go and back the Kickstarter tonight, guys. Back it tonight. And I'm going to give you, go to NiobeKickstarter.com. Links in the bio as well. And I'm going to give you this Outcast for free. Thank you, AJ Hunter. Thank you, thank you. Let me see what we got cooking here. Let me add you to the list. If you back it for $50 or more, I'm going to give you the mystery box for free as well, which has got $100 at least worth of stuff as well, and the Outcast. If you back it for $100 or more, I'm going to throw in a random metal for free. A random metal for free. And just to let you know, our metals are pretty freaking amazing. So, okay, AJ Hunter, let me see what you backed it for. I'm going to add you to the list of my freebie stuff. Thank you so much for backing it. We have art print rewards. Be Humble J, I know you love your art prints. We got all sorts of stuff, guys. Adriel Hunter, thank you so much. Got you for the Kickstarter A. Thank you so much. Got you. Let me add that to you. Bum, bum, bum. Add that right there. That's awesome. That's awesome, awesome. We did not hit 60 grand yet. We did not. We did not. We are, guys, we are $1,500 away. We are $1,500 away. I'm trying to hang on. It's either we're going to hit 400 backers or 60 grand. And if we hit 60 grand or 400 backers, everyone that was on the chat tonight is going to get something else extra for free. So make sure you spread the words. Make sure you spread the word, because a couple of guys back the Kickstarter. They get very excited in the beginning and then they cancel the pledge. I had a canceled pledge today. I had 2 canceled pledges yesterday. So keep spreading the words. Spreading the word is a big deal. So yeah, if you guys want to get my panel, back the Kickstarter and NiobeKickstarter.com. Yeah, we're close. We're close. I mean, honestly, guys, you guys have put $500 on tonight by being on this live. You guys are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've got a couple of new pledges, bunch more upgraded up pledges, all sorts of fun things. So if you haven't backed it yet, back that shit tonight. Get extra free stuff. Go and get you some David Max. I mean, holy shit. Look at that right there. Get on these right here. So it's funny. I have a couple of folks too that are like, we're going to back the Kickstarter towards the end. But here's the thing with Kickstarter versus Indiegogo. Indiegogo, they take money out right away. Kickstarter takes money out at the very, very end of the campaign. So if you're not sure what to back something tonight. You can always change or add on to your pledge. If you go like, oh, you know what? I do want to get some of those cool metals, or I do want to get like one of the new popular covers I think people have been loving is this Monsters cover right here, which is really, really gnarly by Richard Thornsberry. pretty cool. Oh, what I was doing the other night, I can do this tonight too. I'm just going to let you guys know. If you want the Richard Thornsberry set of the Yorick, the Vastar, young Vastar painted, the Conan the Barbarian, the Frazetta homage, Morkamoa issue 3, and the Monsters edition right there by Rick. I'm going to do all of these as a collector bundle deal for $80. And all you need to do is add $80 to your pledge. And I'll make sure I'm giving you these Kickstarter exclusives as a gift for $80. You get a 4-stack of the Rick. And this was an early bird for 35. Some of these are 25, some of these are 30. So you're getting, like, honestly, you're probably saving about $40 by, if you want this set. Write down claim. Seb, whoever backs you next before you sign off can have what I won for guessing the broken sword. Oh, dude, you're awesome. I don't know if we're going to get that tonight, though, David, but because there are not a lot of people on. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm trying to hang on for another 18 minutes or so to see if anybody wants to get any other kind of cool things, so we can get closer to that mark. Because I think that's the move, to be honest, is the honestly, this is the seminars. Yeah, they usually pay me hundreds of dollars online and thousands of dollars in person. So my goal is to hook you guys up with this shit for free, just for backing the Kickstarter. So if you back it tonight, even when I'm off the camp, when I'm off the live, send me a message that you backed it, because and I'll keep you invited to the campaign. All right. So that's my pledge to you. My pledge to you. Hello, Anita. How are you, darling? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. Hope you're having a lovely weekend. My name's Seb. I run Stranger Comics, and we are coming to the end of the evening where we are doing giveaways like this Outcast homage. We're doing giveaways like this Outcast homage right here. And I'm doing giveaways for folks that want to come to my seminar on how to take an idea from concept to creation. Oh, you know, somebody took this reward too, which was getting on the cover with the Stranger Comics crew, which is really cool. Yeah, if you're writers, this is the one to get. That's the one to get for sure. So any other takers want to back the Kickstarter, back it tonight. And I'm going to give you that seminar worth $100 for free. And I'm going to give you a free comic as well, just for backing the Kickstarter for $19. All right. That's the move. All right. Okay, folks. I am going to see. All right. I'm just going to share some other stuff with you. So on here. Let's see if I can find something else for you. You know what I'll do? Let me see. I can show you some stuff that I didn't show on StrangerCon potentially. Well, and also on StrangerCon, I got taken down, so that was bonkers. Let's see. When is the seminar? The seminar is going to be in June, guys. In June. Once I kind of wrangle together all of the, appropriate pledges and things, and we lump all that stuff together, the seminar is going to be in June. All right, I'm going to do this for you guys on Instagram, and I'm going to show you guys also on the YouTube channel. I'm going to give you a sneak peek to the first couple of pages of Niobe She Tribe that I'm writing with Tuso Mbedu. First couple of pages. And Kanan, okay, Be Humble J, that's awesome. Thank you, darling. Thank you. The way to sign up, love, is to go to the Kickstarter and pledge for a reward that's more than $19. So if you go to the Kickstarter, I'm more than happy to make some recommendations. You've got art print deals. We've got bundle deals like the new stuff to read. We've got trade paperback bundles. We've got also, I should tell you, we've got the new anniversary edition. There's only 25 anniversary editions of the Untamed hardcover as well. So all you need to do is go to the Kickstarter. Please back the Kickstarter for $19 or more. That's it. Send me a message that you backed it, and I will put you down. I'll try and make it on a date where it is the most available for everybody. All right, that's the way you do it. Okay, so let's see. Let's show you guys a little sneak peek of Niobe Shear's Spirit. For the first time. Okay. David says, I can't wait for the honors. There will be more, David. Yes, there will be more. There'll be Niobe Shear's God after that, and there'll be a lot of other comics as well. All right, let's charge. I can move this as well. Absolutely, Jackie, for sure. All right, guys. This is oh, I've kind of jumped ahead. Whoops. What am I doing here? I've gone backwards. There you go. All right. So, folks in the chat, I'm giving you a sneak peek of Niobe She Tribe. I'm writing with Tuso Imbedu. Art by Kanan White. Exclusive covers by Tahani Farr and Kanan. Give you an idea of what's coming. This is some of our most beautiful, beautiful work we've done, guys. So we'll see also who I can maybe bring on as a special guest too on the seminar. But the seminars, if you want to get the seminar for free, how to take your idea from concept to creation, make sure you back the Kickstarter and send me a message. It's a great cover. That's a great cover right there. You're right, Kev, for sure. That looks very much like Tuso too. And that's Nadami, Niobe's mum right there. Yeah, this is honestly, guys, some of the prettiest work that we've ever done. All right, I'll show you a couple more pages and then we'll call it a night. Thank you, AJ. Thank you. That is her mom. Yep. That's her mom. There you go. This is Niobe She Tribe. Give you a bit of an idea of what's coming. Thank you, Brian. It is. I'm so excited for this issue. I can't tell you guys. I'm so excited. I mean, look at that. Look at the expressions there, guys. They're absolutely beautiful. So, all right. Yes, indeedy. You're welcome, Jackie, for sure. For sure, for sure. So there you go, guys, on my lovely folks on the Instagrams and on the YouTubes. Just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for the massive support. With the pledges on the Kickstarter is huge, and all the up pledges and all those types of things. Super appreciate you guys so very much. And keep sharing the word, guys. Remember, the more people back this campaign, the more not only it helps me out building the world of Asunda, but it also helps you get to stretch goals with more free stuff. More free stuff. So that's the goal. Spread the word, let people know. Just huge thank you to you guys. Anyone that backs the Kickstarter campaign, guys. So if you know a writer, if you know writers that want to get, that's all you need to do, Be Humble J. It's back the Kickstarter for more than $19 and you get invited and I got you locked. That's all you need to do. Back the Kickstarter, pick a reward level, darling. My recommendation, if you are looking for a recommendation, I will send you a message. You got it. I'll do that as soon as we're off. I'll send you a couple of recommendations of the ones that I think would be a good reward. So yeah, that's the move, folks. That's the move. Back the Kickstarter and get a free seminar worth hundreds of dollars. So all right, folks. That's it for me, guys. I'm going to message Jackie. Have a beautiful night. Huge thank you to everyone that joined the chat on a Sunday. I know it's late. Have a safe week. Spread the word. If you know writers, get them to back the Kickstarter. They will learn a bunch of stuff. Trust me on it. Thank you, Kev. Appreciate it, guys. You guys have a lovely night. Peace, everybody. Tell your writer friends. Tell your writer friends. Come and get a free seminar and a comic book for $19. It's a bit of a steal. All right, guys. You guys be safe out there. Have a good night. Good night, strangers. Good night, everybody. Peace, peace, peace.